Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull wasn't great. It's certainly weaker and sillier than the classic original trilogy, but I'm kind of loath to call it an outright bad movie. I kind of liked many aspects of it actually, or at least there were plenty of likeable scenes throughout the film, and the humour was decent. I think the setting of the 1950s really suited the character of Indy, and the ending was positive and upbeat. There's some decent action set pieces in the movie, with the exception of the silly Tarzan-style vine-swinging scene with Mutt, and the crazy opening action scene where Indy escapes the nuclear explosion in a fridge, which I believe was originally going to be in Back to the Future. But certainly Harrison Ford was just about believable as a 66-year-old action hero in 2008. For one last time, it seemed to work. I think Kingdom of the Crystal Skull wasn't a bad final coda for the character. It could have been much, much worse. And then we got much, much worse, with Harrison Ford returning over the age of 80 for the most recent film in the franchise, The Dial of Destiny. And we've already discussed that movie at length and why it was so appalling. The film has joined a growing list of recent Disney box office failures. But let's take a look now at just how much of a commercial failure it really was. Before I go further, guys, just to remind you, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button and share this video. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, you can do so over on Subscribestar by hitting the tip button. It's very much appreciated. So, this article is from Bounding Into Comics. Financial statements confirm Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny was another multi-million-dollar Disney flop. So the article mentions, as per Box Office Mojo, that Dial of Destiny made $383,963,057 worldwide at the box office. Factoring in the approximately standard 50-50 split both theatres and studios share regarding ticket sales, this left Disney with a rough take of $192 million when the film's theatrical run was all said and done. Per financial statements filed with the UK government in 2022, the House of Mouse spent roughly $308.2 million to produce the film, thanks to qualifying for the UK's aforementioned tax credits. At the time of the 2022 filing, roughly 2 years after filming on The Dial of Destiny had begun, Disney had already been reimbursed approximately $58.3 million by the British government. However, according to the latest set of financial statements made with the government for 2023, Disney spent an additional $28,000, I think that's supposed to be $28 million, on post-production work to de-age Harrison Ford for the film's opening montage. Combined with a further $2.7 million tax credit, this brought the Dial of Destiny's total cost to $326.2 million. When one factors in Disney's $192 million box office share, the numbers ultimately reveal that the universally panned sequel lost the studio at least $134.2 million. Whoa. Now, the next part is quite interesting, and it is important to note that qualifier of at least, as these numbers do not take into account the film's marketing costs. In light of the standard true film budget formula of at least double a film's reported production budget, one can presume the Dial of Destiny cost somewhere in the ballpark of $652.4 million. Should even this conservative estimate hold true, that would mean Disney lost closer to $460.4 million on their attempt to capitalize on the once beloved adventure franchise. Well, yeah, I mean, that could be the case. It's a little bit speculative. I just want to work with the figures that we have available to us, however. But Dial of Destiny cost over $300 million to make. What's incredible is that I just cannot see $300 million worth of a movie on screen. I can barely see $150 million, to be quite honest. And for it to bring in just $383 million worldwide at the box office, without considering its marketing costs, which frustratingly studios rarely, if ever, publicise, there's only one conclusion that you can come to, which is that the film was a dramatic financial loss for Disney. So to bring this discussion full circle, back in 2008, The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull cost $185 million to make. And of course, I haven't even gotten into inflation there with these numbers. But according to Box Office Mojo, the film brought in $786 million worldwide. Even if hypothetical marketing costs doubled the cost of the film, Crystal Skull was still reasonably profitable, despite the movie's flaws. Dial of Destiny, however, was certainly a final chapter this franchise didn't need, and I think it was a sour note to end the legacy of the beloved Indiana Jones character. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.